So the last video I'm going to do is probably going to be important for you guys that actually day trade. So the other videos are about what's going on with inflation, with interest rates, what's going on with stocks being used as a currency. Another video started to say that retail needs to lose a lot of money. And this last video, the fourth video, is what I plan to do. Now, as an ultimate trader, someone that's great at trading, you gotta be like a chameleon. You gotta be able to pivot. You gotta do a lot of different things in order to be successful every single day. Now, a lot of my trades, they might not work out that day, but I can swing trade them for a couple of days. But my objective, of course, is always, if I can, to buy a stock in the day and sell it in a day. That's my objective, but that doesn't always happen. And right now, we're entering a bear market. So when we enter a bear market, we have to make trades based on the downtrend. We have to be careful. We have to be risk averse. Manage risk, manage trades, manage trade size. We have to do different things. So we have to be chameleon. So as I said before, the first week of January 24th, and in October, things weren't going good. I had signs, so I've been bearish. So I'm still doing about 80% puts and 20% calls. I did buy shares of Uber on Friday because Uber, not only did they smash sales, they came in at a profit. Now I got in at $36. It's a little bit lower now. I got Uber calls also. So I bought shares and I bought stock. I sold Tupperware on Friday. It was actually up. I held it for a couple of months. I'll see, but generally, I'm still going with 80% puts, 20% calls. And even this morning, I was talking with a lot of my team because they were upset the last 2 weeks because the market did rally and we were down heavy in puts. Now we're doing okay because Thursday, the NASDAQ was down like 300. Friday, the NASDAQ was down almost 400. And I was telling them, like, all the data. So I don't control stocks. So if you watch my videos, the market is an auction. I don't control stocks. What I do is I see the data. I see the facts with the sales, the earnings per share, the trajectory, and go off. I'm using probability and experience to see what I feel a stock should do. That's what I do. I can't control the stock. So we were down heavy inputs, and now we're looking good. We're probably going to be up this week. Why? Because the Nasdaq shouldn't have rallied to 14,500. If you look at my video on January 24th, right now it's February 13th, I mentioned Ukraine and Russia. It was big. The interest rates, earnings, China, back and forth with China and Ukraine were all big factors on the trading that I'm doing. And I was just telling some of my traders today, even though it was Sunday, that I look at five different things when I go into the morning trading. 5 different things. And charts are, I hate to say this, but charts on the bottom. Now, when the market is green, we're on a bull run, you could use charts and you can scalp. You can use level 2s. Level 2 is actually more important than charts if you're doing scalping and we're in a bull run. But right now, not only are we not flat, we're not on a bull run, we're entering a bear. We're entering a bear. We might have a bear market. That's the truth. We were down 18 or 19%. A bear market is 25%. So even when the market is flat or the market is up, like, I'm not a grenade thrower. I don't just scalp. So number one, I check market sentiment. Just like I said in that video, I check market sentiment. Then number 2, I check sentiment on that stock. Do they hate the mortgage plays? Do they hate the Chinese plays? Number 3, I check the fundamentals on the company. Should the company be traded? Are they making money? Are sales going up? Are they going down? Why? Why not? Number 4, are insiders selling? Are they buying? Are they doing anything? What about big money? What are they doing? And number 5, then the charts. But basically what I'm saying is we have to be a chameleon. So every single day when we're trading, we have to figure out what we have to plan on what we're going to do. Now, what I'm doing with a lot of my trades, every time I buy an option, even if I lose, and I haven't, but even if I lose $1,000, like $500 to $1,000. When I trade an option, usually, not always, but usually I'm up at least 20%, sometimes 40%, sometimes 50%. Like right now, well, not right now, but on Friday at the high on Nexa, I was up 100% on the option. What did I invest? I invested about $700 and I was up $700. I didn't take it. I felt like the metal should go up because if there is a war, and this is another thing, like I'm saying, so if there's a war in Ukraine, so metals will go up like gold, silver, so all the miners will go up. So I was ready to sell Nexa. I was hoping for a little bit more. It is what it is. Let's find out this week. But most of my trades, because people are asking me, what's going on? How are you making money? What are you doing? So right now I have like 20 puts. I have 20 puts and maybe 4 or 5 calls. And I have stocks too, but I have like 20 puts, 4 or 5 calls, and some stocks. So I'm gonna go roundabout here and say $1,000. Some of my options are like 2, but most there are $1,000 or $2,000 per trade that I'm betting. And most of the times I'm waiting for at least 20%, so which means I'm making $200 per trade. Now, if everything was awesome, but things aren't. But if everything was awesome, I would sell 10 of my puts in a day. But if this week, if things go well, I don't realistically expect to close all 20, but I expect tomorrow to close 3 to 5. Tuesday, close 3 to 5. Wednesday, same thing, 3 to 5. And I maybe open some up. Now, if the whole market tanks, because remember, I have more puts, than calls, if the whole market tanks, I'll cover 10. So if I'm making $200 to $300 per trade on 10 different contracts, that's $3,000. $3,000 out of how much I invested? I invested $10,000. If I do 10 contracts and I make $200 to $300 per contract, $200 to $300, so I'm making 20-30%. And like I said, to me, that's a safe bet because there was no reason that the market was rallying. So that's what I'm doing. That's my plan. I'm not changing that plan yet because all the data suggests that things are going to be bad. CPI crazy. I'm looking at 5 to 8 rate hikes. Earnings not so good. Still dilemma in China. There might be a war going on that hasn't changed. So that's my strategy going into the week. February 14th, Valentine's Day tomorrow. Same strategy. The market should go lower. I will buy some calls, but I'm doing 80% puts, 20% calls. Let's go. Let's make money. Let's try to be careful about it.